Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. So, it's Tuesday, February the 1st. Hope that you guys are having a fantastic day. So, I was going to do this. On tomorrow night, but since I am getting ready to go out, I figured I would do a get ready with me where you all could see how I get ready and talk about this subject. Happy Tuesday, guys. So I'm minding my business last night. Well, the other day I saw the announcement. That Bishop Noel Jones was allegedly engaged. Hold on, put my allegedly up here because I don't trust church folk. Church people are from the devil. Bishop Noel Jones was engaged to his longtime girlfriend. What's her name again? Loretta. And I'm sitting here, last night I did my live with you all. If you did not see it, go back and watch. It's really pretty quite the story time. But Bishop Jones, who was on Preachers of LA, who, by the way, his voice, child, good Lord of mercy. I have a problem. I have a big problem. But Bishop Jones was on the show with a couple of other popular preachers that I didn't even know, right? And she was on the show, and he was talking about, Loretta. She's my longtime partner, all this and that. And so I was here last time out of my business, and I said, hold on. Because I'm 40. I just turned 40 in July. I'll be 40. God, I'll be 41 this year. And I was like, I look at the guys who I went to church with. I know the guys that I went to school with, guys I grew up with. There's not a lot of guys that are married. And I'm 40. Some of these guys are 42, 43. My high school boyfriend is still looking like he tried his best to get me to 2 years ago. He tried his best to convince me to get with him. And I was like, nope. You ain't finna ruin my damn life, child. Unless somebody else can ruin it. But I was like, it's so interesting that a lot of guys that are in my age bracket are not married. And you look at Bishop Jones, I think he would turn 72 or something. And Bishop Jones allegedly is legally married now, I guess. But we're going to say he's engaged for the sake of my show because, I ain't got that kind of time or coin. Okay? So I was just like, I was confused. I'm like, why would he wait until 70? And then, my mind always goes to thinking, he's a bishop in the Lord's church. We're all human. We all have needs. Right? Did they have sex? No, listen, I told y'all a little bit about the story last night, but I think I'm going to do a separate story time about sex in the church. I can't talk right now. Hold on, y'all. It's my client calling. It's a client calling me. She's called. We talked all day. But I'm thinking to myself, what did they do? And then I'm thinking about other pastors. Our favorite prophet, liar, and chief here on Cocktail Church of Controversy. Prophet Brian Carr. Right? He's what, 32, 33? He's not married. What are these guys waiting for? Now, listen, I know that there are more women than there are men. It's just the truth. Unfortunately, it's an unfortunate truth, but it's the truth. But baby, I'm just concerned that a lot of people, including, I've never been married before. So, but I'm talking about men in particular. I was engaged before. So It just didn't work out. And well, I was actually technically engaged twice, but the first time it was puppy love, and I didn't take that seriously. But the second time, I was serious about that. That's a whole another story. If you go to my Secret Lives of Single Women channel, you'll find out all about that. But I'm just confused. I want to pop on to YouTube while I'm getting ready to have the conversation, because why aren't people getting married? And then not a lot of people are having children. So I know a classmate of mine, she's 40, she'll be 42. She has a son that's in the military. Like, I think he's just turned 20 or something. He's married, has a baby. And she turned around and had a baby the same year her son had a baby. And here I don't even have one, but that's because I never wanted to just have children without having a relationship. So, but it's just telling to me. And I'm looking at, Loretta, she's sitting there, beautiful woman, God. Beautiful woman, by the way. But she's all excited and just proud. And I don't know if I have it in me to wait that long, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't know. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I just don't know if I have it. Because what am I waiting for? And at 70 years old, you got to know, I know men in their 30s, Lord forgive me, but I know men in their 30s who don't have what they need to have sexually, stamina-wise, okay? Not size-wise, but stamina-wise. Noel Jones is 72. I don't know if anybody has ever talked to a 72-year-old or a 70-year-old. Let's just say all their hardware doesn't always work. I do not know physically by experience, but unfortunately I know something. It's not good. So I'm thinking about like the guys in my church. They're probably a handful that are married. And listen, I'm not saying that marriage is for everyone, because it's not, right? Marriage is not for everyone. Everyone doesn't need to get married. People can do what they want to do. But I'm just like, what is the world coming to? And then let's talk about one of the real problems is, it's not a problem, but definitely becomes a disadvantage when, you have a good population of men who are same gender loving, trans, or whatever. And so that like lessens the pot. Like, now don't get me wrong, I don't want to be with someone that doesn't want to be with me. But the male to female ratio is already at a deficit. Then you have to consider men in prison. Child. And people wonder why I go out so much. Because look, if I'm gonna meet somebody that I like, which I do like someone, I want to spend time with that person. I'm going to spend time with that person. It's just real talk. You want to spend time with that person. You want to get to know them. You want them to get to know you. This makeup pad has had it. You want them to get to know you. I'm bronzer time. This is a quick beat. It's not even like anything crazy today. But you want them to get to know you. And you don't want to waste time. Now, will I ever be married? I don't know. Do I want to be married? If the right one comes along and we are both in a positive state, sure. But the right one comes along, but we're both not on the same page. I don't believe in wasting anyone's time. I mean, maybe it's just because I've been there, done that. Don't care to buy the t-shirt. Don't care to buy the t-shirt. Don't need it. I just want to be happy. And if being happy means I live with my partner or live separately, that's what it looks like. You know, my uncle, who passed away in January 2020, he and my aunt, my birth uncle and his wife, my aunt, they lived separate. They didn't live together. And they loved each other. They had no problem doing what they wanted to do separately, coming together and saying, I love you, I cherish you, I think the world of you, but we just can't live together. They were so mature that they were like, listen, I love you, but I don't need to be with you every day. Literally, I don't need to be with you every day. And they didn't. They went on and they did their thing separately. They didn't have to live together. Now, did they spend time together sometimes? Occasionally. Somebody just said something. Occasionally. But were they happier living separate and doing their own thing? Absolutely. My aunt expressed after he passed away, she said, we had the best relationship. She said, you know why? Because we were friends before anything. They met on a cruise in like 81. And they lived a great life together. Let me tell you something. And my aunt is a phenomenal woman. She's gorgeous. She's statuesque just like I am. And she loved my uncle unconditionally. And you know what she did? She loved his faults too. Now, I'm not subscribing to, just so you can have a man, you got to deal with all the mess. I'm not subscribing to that. I feel like you should subscribe to whatever brings you joy. However, it worked for her. And I'm quite sure that she went on and did her own thing. I'm quite sure of it. I'm quite sure that she went on and she lived her life. She's a bad woman. Where's my other brush? She's a bad woman. But y'all seeing Noel Jones up there looking like a Cheshire cat. I was just all kinds of confused. And excuse me, I thought to myself, what in the hell? You gonna wait and waste this woman's time? And let me not do that. No, she wasted her own time. She wasted her own time. Bishop Jones didn't force her to stay there. He probably told her, look, I love you, but it's gonna be a while. And I mean, let's just be for real, y'all. If you've ever been in the church, you know what goes on. Some of these guys had 2, 3, 4, 5. Those women that she was walking up, they were holding her hand, walking up to that daggone pulpit. And you want to know something? And I'm not saying this for sure. Just don't do that. But there are so many instances that I know in my life personally of people that I know personally who are talking to folks that have been with their husbands or their boyfriends or their wives or their girlfriends. And they will stand next to you and pretend like there's nothing going on, all the while grabbing on to his or her hind part behind the scenes. And that's part of my issue. I don't trust people. If you've been through all the crap that I've been through in life, in and outside of the church and with family and stuff, you just don't. And then you've seen infidelity like firsthand, you've experienced it. Oh my God. Oh my God. And you know that, listen, my ex-fiance was not the cream of the crop, honey. I said the cream of the crop, the cream of the crop. He was not it, honey, but I love that man. You know why? Because he treated me well, but he was also a compulsive liar. And I am so glad I got rid of that mess. So glad. But yeah, man. Bishop Noel Jones said the word on the street is allegedly he's married. That's the word on the curb. Word on the curb says that he actually is legally hitched. The word on the curb says that Bishop Noel Jones and Miss Loretta did the do. They did the do on Saturday night before service, which I mean, hey, that's ministry, so I ain't mad at that. But I'm just puzzled. I am just puzzled. Why does it take these guys so long? Why does it take them so long to say, you know what, you are the woman for me? You know, I'm not gonna say any names, and this is not a story time, this is just an example. I have a friend, a girlfriend of many years. I'm not gonna say where I know her from. I don't want to put her out there like that. My story times. Oh yeah, if you guys ever want to do a story time, contact me at CATRICEDOWNS@gmail.com. Contact me there if you want to come on. But I mean, I really would like for you all to come on to StreamYard to do oh Lord, my client is a mess. I want you all to actually come on to StreamYard, and I would like for you all to share your story time. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can write me and say, hey, I just want you to tell the story time in your most creative fashion, which I would love to do. But I thought about it today. I said, you know, I have so many stories, but there are also so many people that have stories, and they don't necessarily want to be seen. They just want to come on and do their story time, or they want to share it, and they want people to get some sort of joy out of it or whatever. Or they just want to get it out. Just want to get it out. So if that's you, let me know. But yeah, Noel Jones is sitting up there, child, looking like a Cheshire cat. Looking like a Cheshire cat, child. And she come up there with this big old hat on. Now again, Loretta is a whole fox. A whole one. Okay? She is a whole fox. But I don't know if I'm that patient. I have patience, y'all. But you know, maybe when I was young, like when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, I was way more patient. And I think it was to my detriment. I think I was way too patient. Should I do a lip, guys? This is a tinted lip gloss. I was way more patient. And I just don't have, you know, I meet guys all the time. And baby doll, sometimes I get to the point, I just don't want to do it. And I don't mind telling men, you know, this just isn't going to work. It's just not going to work. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're a nice person because you don't want to hurt their feelings, shot, because men go crazy. They go El Pollo Loco. This side looks so good. This other side. It's so hard for me to comb on brush my right side. You got to let men down easy. And so it's hard for them sometimes to take rejection. So I'm like, you know, I think you're a great guy. I just don't think that this is for me. And that's just it. So, you know, and you just have to. Bishop Jones married at 19, and stayed married for 22 years. Has been open about, okay, hi, Ebony, what's going on? I did not know, so that's why I need y'all to comment, y'all, because I don't know every day one thing. Now, I did see when he was on the preachers that he was fearful of marriage. And I think we all have that those of us who have never been married or you've been in a relationship before and it went bad, I think we all have a certain fear. I'll be honest with you all, I have commitment issues. I have commitment issues. So I'm not surprised that he would have a fear. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for popping in, sis. I appreciate you. See, y'all gotta help Auntie y'all check because I don't know every damn thing, okay? I don't. But I'm just saying, you know, part of my issue is that, Ebony, is that some people, including people like myself, just not ready. But a lot of guys, like there are so many heterosexual men who are single and they wait and they wait. Hey, Yumi, what's up, baby? Marriage can be scary. Okay, if y'all been married, let me know. Let me know if you've been married before. I personally have not been married. I have no children. And my dog just died. He admits to ruining his own marriage. He likes to jump up and go preach wherever. Wanted a husband at home, not oneself. Well, you know, it be like that sometimes. You know, my thing is this: when you marry a preacher, when you are in a, I'll even go a step further and say, because I've never been married, but my last fiance was, okay, come on, Yumi, married for 10 years. Show a sister the way. I know for me, after my last relationship, he talked about how she wanted his frequent flyer miles. And are you serious? That's really interesting. Okay, so I mean, it is what it is. She just wanted to be spiteful, probably, or she just say, hey, maybe I want you to stay local as long as you can after the marriage. Yumi, I bless your heart, he is too old to do all that jumping, flying and jumping up and jet setting. Now I think he has slowed down. Loretta is an amazingly beautiful woman. I said that at the beginning of this. I don't know if you caught that. I think she's gorgeous. I just don't know if I have Loretta's patience. Sorry, I just don't. And I just know myself. Like, I have a fear of commitment. So, you know. But she's amazing. Now, I could have did without that hat, but she's also a church woman. So, you know. I like this makeup. I like this little beat. Oh, you know, but see, here's the thing. When you marry a man, when you marry a bishop or a minister, you have to take what comes along with it. So I used to be a part of a ministry. It was husband and wife ministry. The senior pastor passed away when I was going to last month. Okay. I think that you have to know who you're marrying. The Bible says, know those who labor among you. You got to know your partner. Know who you're marrying, know who you're going to be around, and make it work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just simple. Bless his heart, when he proposed to Loretta, he said, hold on. He said no, hold on. Y'all can't do this to me. This is the thing about social media, that you gotta just deal. He said he wants someone to push him in his wheelchair, and I can't. I cannot. It sounded like he just wants a nurse. You know? But that's the thing. Listen, I'm not on here trying to disrespect Bishop Knowles. But there are a lot of men. I was watching, okay, let me say this. I'll say this. I saw a TikTok. It's a guy that's from Baltimore. I have to go, yeah, he married at 19. Hold on, it says he married at 19 and just starting to preach. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's find the proposal, y'all. Hold on. Because I don't know what y'all talking about. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Noel Jones. Proposal. Now I tried to watch the proposal on King Jobs channel, but it was just, it was the whoever recorded the video, the media was just muff. I was like, I'm tired. I couldn't watch it. I'm so sorry. Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, let's watch it. Let's listen to it together, y'all. Because you know. But I see, you listen to this audio. Oh, it's gonna get on my nerves. It was humor the people in the congregation got because of him joking about being old and too man. I was only turned off by all that because of how it came up. You know, it's, I can't hear a damn, excuse me, Jesus. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let's watch it.
I decided.
Okay, here we go. I decided, my God,
that I don't get married.
Now I did see this part, y'all. This part, y'all talking about this part?
And when it was rumored some time ago,
y'all watching with me,
that I was getting married, I remember saying to you that I've been with you for 20-something years. Then not 20.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna tell y'all that afterwards. No, he did not. No, don't watch it on any gossip channel. Okay, he has not been with her for 20 years. He has passed for 20 years. I'll post a video. Okay, do you have a channel, Ebony L? Let me look for your channel while I'm doing this. Ebony.
Yeah, it don't matter.
L.
But I told you that I wouldn't. We've held hands every Sunday.
We've held hands.
Related to each other every Sunday. And I told you that I would not sneak off somewhere and get married. And let you find out on the side. So I'm telling you today.
Bishop Jones, where he got that file. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Security.
I'm sorry, y'all. No disrespect. I was dealing with a guy that was shaped like Bishop Jones' child. He had that fire. And he had to come up there holding hands. That's what I didn't like, because I don't trust women in the ministry, because they'll be messing with your man 1 minute and then hold on, let's just hurry this up.
Freedom code for a straight jacket.
Okay, I saw this part. The straight jacket part. I saw that.
I thought about, should I? At my age.
Y'all, she's so beautiful. I could have did without the hat though. I'm sorry. No shade. I can't.
Way younger than me.
How old is she, y'all?
I thought about, should I?
How old is Loretta?
Give up not having to answer to anybody. If I'm in Africa and I wanted to go to Europe, I wanted to leave Europe and go to Asia, Japan, I wouldn't have to call anybody.
Well, he probably calling now any day. What's the difference?
I talk about, should I have somebody censoring who comes to my house?
Yes. She's gorgeous. She's still okay. 53. Ebony, look, you got some information, girl.
I thought about, should I?
That's why I shouldn't get on live chat.
Give up my Ferrari.
Can't give up your car for no woman.
Buy a station wagon.
Is he gonna get down on one knee, y'all, though? Because this is a lot. I haven't been in the ministry, y'all, for over 7 years. I can't do all this church crap. I can't. I have really small, really short attention span when it comes down to this. See what I'm saying?
Don't go so fast. Slow down.
He told the Lord, don't go so fast.
Should you have to deal with an old man when you could have
but when a young man.
Many suitors who were.
Yes, God. She can have any man she wants. That thing looking. She in good shape too.
Should you?
I need the Loretta diet.
To be
Praise God.
listening to a man who's intoxicated with the exuberance of his own verbosity. And should you have to deal with somebody who is set in his way?
She loved that man, though. I tell you that much.
After I thought about
Loretta loves that man.
I decided that if I keep on thinking about
I
you,
can't.
then I won't get this thing done.
Someone commented since about time he stopped living in sin.
I need you to give me some.
People are so messy. This Negro, he really got it out of a Cracker Jack box.
I gotta pull something out of it.
He said, I wish he had proposed romantically in private and had exactly. But you know how pastors are. I mean, they don't care. Pastors don't always care. They want to, you know, appeal to their base so that they can have a good time and say, oh, look what he did. And they think it's cute. Every woman in that ministry thought that was cute. I guarantee you. Come on, get on that knee, Bishop. Get somebody else to get your little cane and stuff.
Should I?
Just,
Should you?
it said, bet you that ring. I bet you it was.
Will you?
I just didn't like it. So no, it's okay, baby. Get on that knee. Who gonna help him up though? And who is that? The drum boy or the bass player back? Oh, he got up on his own. He's in good shape. Is that his armor bearer? Who is the silver fox? Who was the silver fox, baby?
What did you say? Yes.
You see the silver? Yeah, don't laugh at me. All right, I'm done with that, y'all. Love y'all, but I'm done with that. I'm done. Oh, she will have to call me back. I'm on live. Okay, ladies, let's talk about it. Ladies and gents, whoever's watching. So, I don't think Bishop is very romantic. He's a good guy. Are you married, Ebony? So, we watched the clip. Okay, I watched the clip with you guys. Let me just say this to you all. He probably did something in private a little bit more romantic, which was just for them. And we're hoping that's the case, okay? That proposal was for the church. Because she knew, let's be clear, she was holding hands with two other women and walking in a chain gang to the altar like this. So they already knew what was going on. Actually, I saw a clip before that happened on King Josh's channel, and she was looking like she was waiting for him to call her up. So, yeah, I'm not surprised about that. That was definitely for the church. Do I believe that it's real? Yes. Do I believe that they're already married? I heard that they're already married, and if they are, that's wonderful. But you know, okay, but let's be clear. Okay, so put a 1 in the chat if you guys have ever been in the church or been in the ministry for a very long time. Because I need to ask y'all a question. Because we gotta talk about this. Is something that we really have to talk about, and this is why I'm not gonna say I'm committed because I have commitment issues to doing story time, because there's so much junk that happens, and I think the misconception is, okay, you're in church. Hey, Annette Martin, thank you, baby, for commenting. There's a misconception in the ministry. There's a misconception that, you know, when you're in church, you're supposed to be perfect and safe and holy. And that, listen, we're human. We're biological. You're PK. Okay, cool. What you know, just call me. I'll call them back. And they are not human. And we all are human. And I think we just have to get everything together. We just have to remember that the church, the body of Christ, is a I'm sorry, I got somebody just called me and it was amazing. So that's God. So we have to remember that the body of Christ is or the church is a brick and mortar building where the people come in and they're like, if there's 30 people in the ministry, it's 30 different personalities, 30 different spirits, 30 different everything coming into one house. We have to keep that in mind. And I think that people see when you come into church that you're supposed to be perfect, and it's not so. And so we have to also keep in mind the bishop is a man, and he's a good-looking man. And baby, I mean, a lot of men, a lot of people after service do what they gonna do. They go and do the things after service, and that's not all the time, but it's a lot of times. It's a lot of times. So, yep, that's about it. I would not be surprised if Bishop and Lady Loretta had slipped up a couple times. He looks like he got that fire. Oh yes, he does. Oh yes. I would not be surprised if Bishop does not have that fire. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, what y'all gotta say? But I thought the proposal was cute. Prayerfully, he did a separate one in person with no one there, and they just had a moment. She dropped it low and spread it wide, and he busted wide. And he busted wide open. We don't know. We hope though, because Bishop don't look like he's slacking nothing. He look like he's packing something. Oh yes. What y'all gotta say? But I didn't think that. I mean, the crackjack part was a little corny, but yeah. I mean, listen. Any pastor, any bishop. You're a PK, so you get this. Any pastor, bishop, anyone in leadership. Listen, true story. I'm gonna tell you. And listen, true story. When I first started going to my former church, it was a husband and wife ministry. The husband was a senior pastor. She was a co-pastor. But her itinerary was way big, way larger, way longer than his ever could be. He was a prophet. She was a teacher. It was a healthy balance. And so I started armor bearing for her. And she said to me, she pulled me aside and she said, Catrice, you look like, she said, you resemble me. There are going to be people that are going to come at you, whether it's in the ministry realm, business, or personal. I need you to understand that ahead of time. And I said, of course I understand that. She said, no, you don't get it. They're going to try you on every side because you're attached to me. She said, you're a beautiful girl. But just because you are attached to me, they're going to try you. Child, I cannot tell you the amount of men, bishops included, who were like, oh my God, sister so-and-so, I don't want to put y'all know, Sister Downs, you're a beautiful girl, are you married? Some of these bishops were married. And I'm like, Bishop, lady so-and-so over there, you need to go take care of respectfully, I'm like, we're not doing that. The single guys, they would do the same thing. And I was just like, this is not going to work for me. The bottom line is, y'all, that I had to really get to my understanding is that we're all in this building together. We're in this building, but this is not this is God's building, yes, but people are still flesh. People are still flesh. And yeah, they would try me. I mean, there was one time I actually, there's an initiative in Arizona. I'm in Maryland. And so there's an initiative in Arizona. And so I was sent there for a whole week. It was myself and I want to say 7 of my colleagues from the Maryland area. And there was people from all over the world that were in this conference. We actually watched Antoine Fisher with Antoine Fisher. But we had to do this. It was like a week-long seminar. And I was one of the speakers from my jurisdiction. And I can remember like it was yesterday. It was 2 of the guys that were there that I knew personally. And they were really good. They were looking out for me, but they never tried me. You know why? They said, we have more respect for you. He said, but if we did not know you, we would try it. And there was one guy who I have the immense respect for to this day. He was I was in my, I want to say late 20s, early 30s. And he was in his 60s. Was he? No, was he? Child, okay, no. When the time, okay, we actually went out. So I was in my 30s, he was in the 60s. And we never had sex. Never. He was on that in that same conference with me in Arizona. And there was one night, because the jet lag got to me. It was my first time going over towards the East Coast, to the West Coast. So I was really jet lagged. And so he brought me, he called my phone. He said, "Are you okay? Waiting for you." I was tired. I was just like, oh my God, the time change is different. And at the time, if you guys go to my Facebook, I had these black glasses because I had, like, my eyes were red. I had to go to the doctors and everything. And this man had a crush on me, but he would not make a pass at me during this whole conference because he was like, I have more respect. But he said, Patrice, we do not have the same respect for you that a lot of other women, for a lot of other women. And he said, not because you are with so-and-so, but because of who you are, how you carry yourself independently. But they would have tried me. And I'm going to tell you all, not one time did I have sex with anyone in that ministry, not in any ministry that we visited, nothing. Now, I did a little something outside of the ministry. I ain't going to lie. I'm telling myself, okay? But never inside, never. And that was sparingly. That was just like, not all the time, just, every now and then. But there was another time where there was a guy that was working a part of the ministry. And so I did use my sexuality a couple of times to get him to do some work for me, but we ain't had no sex until after. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. Honestly, it's hot, y'all. I'm going through mental. All right, so what y'all gotta say? But some of these people do not care. And listen, you think the men are bad, the women are ridiculous. That's how you carry yourself. It does. Because a lot of these guys, they want to see how fast you are. And listen, I'm not saying that men can't be fast, because they are. And I had a girlfriend, baby, she loved herself a musician. She would actually seek out the musicians. That's what she would deal with. I'm like, girl, you sure? She was like, yeah. And she lost her virginity to one. And she was stuck on crazy for a long time. And she waited until she was like 25. She's the same age as me. So you already know. Baby, it was a mess. Okay, guys, what y'all got to say about that? These women don't care. I'm going to say that women in the ministry will find a way. They will find a way to attach themselves to a man, and they will do anything possible. How y'all think our resident deacon and trainer, Jamal Bryan, got himself into some trouble? Child, Jamal ain't that fine. Now, he look better looking now. But back in the day, oh, heck no. No, ma'am, no, sir. Back in his early days, Jamal was not that fine, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, that's money. What y'all see right now is money. That is not where he started off. Now, his daddy is fine. His daddy is fine. Oh, yes, he is. Jamal's daddy, Bishop John Martin. Oh, yes. Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. Daddy fine. Daddy is Silver Fox. Good Lord of mercy. Thank God his wife. Thank God that Cecilia is a good woman of God. Because, baby, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all and say I ain't looked twice. Sorry, but not sorry. But Jamal, child, please. That's old news. Don't nobody want to mess with no daggone Jamal. Don't nobody want to mess with Jamal. Jamal want to mess with Jamal. Jamal wants Jamal. Breaking news. And Jamal don't know how to wrap it up anyway. Like, stop. Allegedly. You'll see my allegedly down there. He don't even know how to wrap that bitch up. Jamal's want to sit up there and drop a little spread wild with any and everything. But he can preach. He's prolific. He is, and listen, the reason why Jamal was able to stay in the AME organization for so long, y'all want to know why? Y'all tell me in the comments why you think he stayed in the AME organization for so long. I want y'all to see what y'all say. What y'all say? What y'all say? Y'all ain't saying nothing? Y'all ain't saying nothing? The money. Money. the money. Jamal had probably, if not, now, if you've ever been to Baltimore, no, you're fine, baby. You said which one? You talking about Jamal? Talking about Jamal? Girl, I'm not married yet either, baby. I have commitment issues. God wants to tell me because he the one. And we're gonna have to have a discussion. But Jamal's issue is that he was just a whore. But he brought money into the organization. He brought, probably, I'm not a pocket watcher. I'm just giving you all a guesstimate, okay? But I believe that he brought in somewhere close to, if not $1 million, over the course of his. He definitely brought over $1 million over the course of his pastoralship in Baltimore. Let me say that. But he had a salary of $400,000 in Baltimore. I ain't gonna tell you how I know that, but I know that. I ain't gonna tell you how I know that, but I know that. I know that from two different sources, and one of them, both of them were close. So, yeah. My hesitation is based on fear of commitment. I have major commitment issues, and that stems from family, parents. I had great parents. They didn't know how to be parents. They were very supportive. My father was a Vietnam vet. He taught me a lot of things. But I think I'll be honest with you all. I think that a lot of things that he taught me kind of worked against me. Like I could have had a family by now, but he's like, wait till you get married and do all these great things. And so I did that. And I'm still waiting. And now I'm in a place that I can I'm probably going to get a hysterectomy because my fibroids are a mess. I've gained a significant amount of weight, getting myself prepared for the surgery because it's a lot going on. So let me go back and see what I missed. Annette Martin, I don't know who you are, but thank you so much for commenting. I appreciate you guys. I just wish that the men of God would not wait for so long. I just wish that they would not. But what can you do? And I don't know where you all are, but in Maryland, the DC, DMV area, there's really no heterosexual men in the church. It's just not. I'm sorry. I don't care how they pose. If you go back to my story time, from last night. If you missed it, go back. If you missed it, go back. Like, I give you all a full synopsis. Just watch the first 30 minutes of it. But there's not a lot of heterosexual men in the church. It's just not. And if they are, they're married. They've been hurt. They're waiting. It's like shy right time. Listen, I go on way more dates as a single woman outside of the church than I did in the church. I did have. I was in a relationship with a guy. When I was in ministry, but he was delivered. He was delivered. He was in the Navy. You all know the Naval Academy is in Annapolis, and he was from Texas. He was from Houston, and he was 6'7". Baby. And he was light skinned, surprisingly. And honey, this man was everything. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, The only reason why I did not sleep with this man because he was HIV positive. The only reason that I did not sleep with him, I'll tell you the truth, because that I need hold on, I gotta fan myself. I'm 40, y'all. When you get to be 40, you gonna know. You're gonna know this fire. The only reason why I did not sleep with him is he was 6'8" because he was HIV positive. And I was the helpmeet that tried to help him and pray for him for his healing. And I was invested. And this guy, let me say, he treated me like a queen. He was just like, I really enjoyed being around you. He was in love. Now, did he struggle with wanting to be with men? Yes, he did. Can you imagine 6'7" and that anaconda? Jesus. Ain't got good. He is, because I ain't sleep with him. Cha. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I guess we couldn't now because the medications have been more progressive and everything, but child, I just saw that thing that was hanging between his legs, and I just was like, should I risk it all? This is like 2009 or 10. This is a long time ago, y'all. This was a long time ago. It was not anytime recent. But I feel like time is flying. So what else I gotta say before I log it on off? Thank you all for coming in and talking to your girl. Oh, this is really good. I have 6 people in here. I'm so excited. What y'all talking about? Hold on. Nobody saying anything? All hearts and minds clear? So, in essence, I will say to you all, I still do not know why men wait so long to get married. I did not know at the beginning of this that Bishop Noel Jones had been married before, but he got some fire, so I guess he was. But I hope that he does right by Loretta. And you can tell they're in love. I mean, it's beautiful. I miss that though. I miss the community of church. I miss being in the atmosphere and having that support system. And I think, you know what, I'll say this to Yumi and Ebony. I think that he wanted to do it in front of the church. That's his safe haven. A lot of pastors and leaders and bishops, that's where they feel the most safe, is when they're at the church. When they're at the church. So I don't know who this is. I'm going to block them. Can I block it? Block? Did I do it? I did it. Block game so strong. Because they're at the church. They're in their safe place. When my former pastor, senior pastor, passed away, it was right after my mom died. I was not trying to be a part of anything. Let me tell you something. The co-pastor / first lady, excuse me, she did a group grief counseling session with everybody. The whole church came out. She didn't want to be alone. She didn't want to do it by herself. That's hard. As a pastor, a mother, woman of God, she did not want to. Yeah, I got it, girl. I blocked their high up. She did not want to be alone in the grief process. I get it. My mom was on hospice before she died. So I had a separate hospice and Christian therapist that walked me through that process. But if I didn't have that, I would have been a mess. I was already a mess before she died. But can you imagine going through life and having a parent that you love and losing your pastor when the day that she dies, and then it's like, what do I do? And I need to separate myself from here and there. My bishop, she helped. My bishop, at the time, I had a male and female bishop. He passed away. She's still alive. But it was a lot going on. So I needed that separation. Sometimes you just need to get away from people, from all the noise, and just listen. But she did a group counseling that session. And baby, I was over it. I was like, listen, I got to go. I got to go. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. But listen, if you all are new to my channel, welcome. My grandmother is a widow pastor Oh, oh my God. I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to you, your family, and your grandmother. Does she still preach? Is she still a preacher? Please let me know. And listen, guys, this is a safe haven. So I want to let you all know something. I just recently started doing lives again. It started on Sunday, actually. I mean, I've been on YouTube for a while, but I've just recently started to come back because I feel like I have, I'm 40. I got to leave something in the earth. I have a book already, but I want to leave something else. So I did a story time last night. I'm going to do another story time probably tomorrow. If I don't get, well, I'll probably do it tomorrow. But if you all are interested in sharing your story, NDA's in place. I don't play that mess. If you want to come on to do it live with me, if you don't want to do it on your own platform, you can do it. It's a safe place here. Or if you want me to read it, I'll do that too. It'll be a whole night of Kiki. Okay, that should be fun. And grab your glasses too. Grab your glasses, child. It's gonna be fun. And that's to anyone that wants to submit their story time. Because let's be honest, we need each other, child. We need each other. And she is more of a teacher. Oh no. Well, I think that's how my former pastor was. He was a prophet and his wife was a teacher. And I think that women, we naturally have a nurturing, teaching, loving spirit. And so, thank God and bless her. And I hope that, things go well for her, for the ministry. Like, I really want to see you guys win. Are you a part of that ministry now, or what are you all doing? And thank you for coming on, by the way, and sharing and talking. You guys, anytime you want to come on and just share. Do you all want to come up real quick and say something? Or I don't know how to do this on this. Hold on. If y'all want to come up, let me know and I will drop a link. If not, it's okay. Just let me know. Let me know if you want me to, and I'll have to go through the system real quick and get the link for you guys if you want to come on and share. But if not, if you want to come on and do a story time or tell me a story, honey, I love to give you my reaction, because I'd be all over the place. I'd be like, what the heck is going on? Even to myself. My sister thinks I'm so funny because I'm just like, oh my God, what's going on? That's fine. You all are more than welcome at any time. And you don't have to come up to read it. I know that story times are sensitive. I wrote part of my story time and part of my healing process was writing a book. 2016, I self-published my book. And I felt like, because I didn't have kids, I just had a dog at the time. He just passed away in October. I needed to get my words out there so that I could tell my side of the story. And I did that, and I'm excited. It's been out there for a couple of years now. Now I want to help more people to do what they have to do and share their stories. But I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. So if you don't want to share it, send it to me, and we'll pick a night and we'll talk about it. But I want people to have the conversation so we can all, do it together. All right, guys? Have an appointment. Okay. So go to IamCatriceDowns@gmail.com. Let me see if I have it up here. Hold on. And if you all want to donate, please go to $Catrice Downs. Let me see here. No, I don't. Okay, I have to add that up here for next time. But please follow me on all platforms. I am Catrice Downs, with the exception of Facebook. Facebook is tricky, so be careful with that. I have a personal page. I used to have a professional page. If I go back to that, I gotta have a lot of people following because I don't want to do it for nothing. But I also don't want to be like a gossip person. I want to try to help people. Now we talk about the mess though. We talk about the mess. I address the mess. And that's what the controversy part is for. Because sometimes, people need to be told, Sometimes, folks don't realize that they're doing harm to folks. And you try to talk to them like the Bible say, they don't want to hear it, then that's on them. So I do address the controversy here on my page. I am so thankful that God allowed me the personality to be built for tough. It's not always easy though. I get a lot of ridicule here on YouTube. I get a lot of mess, but they'll be okay. They ain't got no choice, because I ain't going no daggone where. All right, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you all for watching. Please do not forget to hit that like, that share, and that subscribe. If you want to donate, please do. You ain't gotta donate a whole bunch of money. I don't give numbers in the numbers, okay? But if you want to donate, I'm trying to work on the camera. This is my second phone I'm recording on. Ain't God good though? He'll make a way out of nowhere. Don't look all right. I think so. But I thank you all for commenting and coming on, and I'm really pleasantly surprised that you all came in. So hopefully in the next broadcast, we'll have a couple people in here also, and we'll get the word out. Okay? So next time, love you all. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys. Listen, now that you watched the whole entire video, you forgot something. You forgot to hit the like, the share, and the daggone red subscribe button. So subscribe right now below. I'm waiting for you to do it. Because you know, some of y'all people be like church folks, the old church. You know, when you go to the movies, the black will be the one sitting in the waiting for the, yeah, that's what this is. So I'm gonna wait for you to go ahead and hit that button. And if you already hit it, send this video to one of your best girlfriends, one of your best guys, one of your best gays. Okay? So we can get this conversation going. And don't forget to hit me down below in the comments. We can have a discussion about this video, all right? I know you enjoyed it, so do what you do. Anyway, have a good one. Peace.